Okay guys, I'm going to do a quick video talking about some things I have planned for 2019 and just a few other things I want to cover real quick. But before that, I do want to thank you guys for all the support you guys always give this channel and my wife and I and everything. Um, I really do try my hardest to provide decent content for you guys. And I want it to get better, and that's one of the things I want to talk about later on. Um, but that's for later on. I have ideas of how I can make this better, but and I'll get into that later. But anyway, the one major video I have planned, um, you guys might not remember that I have had this coming. I don't know. Hold on, I'm trying to do something here. Alright, there we go. Okay, anyway. You guys might remember that a few months ago I said I had contacted Arcade One Up. And I heard back from them and they said they were going to eventually send me a Arcade One Up machine to review, and they asked me which one I wanted, and I told them. And then about a month later after that, they emailed me and said, "What's your shipping information?" And I messaged them. I told them, I was like, "Here's my shipping info." And then I waited and this was back in September, September 11th, I think it was. And I waited for months, like a month, and I was like, okay, they obviously ran out of press stuff or sample units, which is what they usually send to people. So I figured they ran out. Turns out they didn't. Turns out they actually did send me one, and I just got it right before Thanksgiving. So kind of a bad time because I had talked to my parents about it, which sucks because we don't really have room for it. But and that's one of the things I want to cover in later on in this video. But anyway, I talked to my parents about it and was like, well, I talked to them, blah, blah, blah. I told them the whole story about why I talked to them, what it was, and then I explained it to them, why I wanted to look at one, because I wanted to see if I could actually use it for, future ones I wanted to pick up, like the Final Fight cabinet. That comes out next year. But anyway, so I talked to them, we figured we'd put it up in the living room, set it up, probably whenever I get it. And then, well, I never heard anything for a month or two, so I just figured they ran out of samples, so I didn't worry about it. But then I came home one Saturday afternoon after being out with my wife, and my dad was like, this big box from a company called Arcade One Up came with your name on it. I'm like, oh shit, they actually sent the machine. And my dad's like, well, I don't know where we're going to put it because we literally are about to put up the tree and the Christmas tree and all the Christmas decorations. Because we were gonna put it in the one corner of the living room, but we can't now because that's where we have the Christmas tree. So I was going to have my dad set it up upstairs in my younger brother's old room before he moved. But that would mean for me to do the review, he'd have to carry me upstairs. We'd have to set up the camera up there. It would be annoying, so I'd rather wait till after Christmas and all the decorations get put away, then have it put up and set up, so I can play with it for about a week, see if I notice any problems with it. If I don't, then I'll go ahead with the review. And I'll give my honest thoughts, of course, even though they sent it to me for free. It was for free, so it's technically going to be kind of like a sponsored video, kind of, but not really. Because they're not sponsoring me per se, but it's they're basically just sent me one. So I did not use some of my own money to buy it. They actually were nice enough to send it to me. So I want to thank them for that, and I promise you I will get to the review soon. It's just a really bad time of year. Christmas coming up. We gotta get stuff set up for extended family. My friends are coming over with their kids or my godchildren. So yeah. So it's gonna be a really busy time. So we really don't have time to set it up right now. But I will promise you this. It will be next year, probably the second or third week in January, is what I would say. So be looking out for that, and that's pretty much all I have, like, down the line right now. I mean, of course, there's going to be other videos that I might do. I might do other videos like this where I talk about other Nintendo Switch news, other news that I hear about that I think I need to cover because I have different opinions on that nobody had mentioned or talked about. Those kind of videos might be coming up. If you guys like those kind of videos, let me know in the comments below. I really want to know if you guys like that kind of stuff, because if you do, I will do more videos like those. Because, which brings me to the second thing I'm going to talk about, and why I said that, and that's because, this is a tough thing to talk about, because this is basically the whole, like, bread of my channel, kind of. Recently, I've been thinking about slowing down on collecting and getting handheld games for the channel. And it's not just because of viewership or anything like that. I don't really care about views or nothing. Not really. I mean, it helps. So if you do watch these videos, please share them and like them and whatever else. And comment if you watch them. But anyway, it's become apparent that it's not as cheap as it was like 5, 6, 7 years ago when I started really getting heavy into like recollecting some of these games again. Because I had stopped for a while and then I picked it back up a little bit. Like I would say after I graduated high school was when I started really picking it back up again. Because I started collecting heavily like in late middle school years. Like I was like 8th grade going into 9th grade. So kind of my high school years. So I really started heavily getting into it then, which is probably the best time to do it. Now it's not the good time to do it because stuff is just getting way too expensive now. And I mean that's just how it is with the video game market. Anything, even if it's something that sucks that people don't really collect for, which I think people are wrong, because there obviously is a market for these, because they wouldn't be going up in price if nobody wanted them. People do want them now to preserve them with the whole MAME emulation thing they're doing. So that's why that's probably driving the prices on a bunch of them. So those are going to be slowing down, but if I can get more Patreon support, that would help facilitate not only that, but like helping me out as well, just from like a financial standpoint. Like, because you guys, I've always been completely honest with you guys, and you guys know that I don't really make huge amounts of profits on YouTube, and the money I do have access to when I have money usually gets spent on like bills and food and stuff that live here in my parents' house, because I mean I don't really ask for a lot. So when I do really want something, I just ask them, and usually the answer is okay, whatever, it'll come out of your money that you get, and it's like okay, whatever. But that's why I don't ask for a lot of things. But it would be nice to have like freely access to something if I want to do like a splurge purchase or just like an impulse buy on something. It would be nice to have things to like fall back on if I ever needed to. Which, full disclosure, I have done that in the past with Patreon. It's rarely been a thing, but it's one of the things, like, if I see something that's a really, really good deal that that that's the only way I can pay for it, then I do it. And I usually post on the page like, hey, would you guys be okay with me purchasing this with Patreon money? And usually you guys are like, whatever, we don't really care what you do with it, we just want to help you out. Which I understand, but that always kind of bothers me every time I do it. It's like a dagger in my soul, because it's not my money I'm using half the time. Like, unless it's like from eBay sales, when I sell stuff on eBay, which is rarely ever, because I hate how much eBay takes with fees and stuff. That's why when my parents say, well, why don't you sell more on eBay? Because they take too much money from like fees, and it kills the amount of profit you can make. Like, I mean, I make decent profit on stuff I sell, and when I try to flip stuff, when I find some cheap at like flea markets or something. But some of the stuff is hard to sell. Like, I can't sell handheld games that easily. They sit there for a while, so it's not something easy I'd want to sell. So what I want to start doing is probably try to give some of those away next year, which I will be doing that for the Sonic R. I'll wait till after Christmas to figure out how to do the giveaway with that. I did not forget about it. I just don't want to do it like right before Christmas, because the mail will probably get delayed, or some crap might happen to it. I don't. I hate shipping stuff in December, because you never know, weather could interfere with stuff like that. I mean, you never know. It's one of the things I hate, because I've had stuff get lost before that I've bought, and I would hate to ship it out and it get lost or take like a month or something. But that's something I've been thinking about doing, like giving away some games that just sit in my collection that I don't use or play, or like doubles I have that aren't of like a rare game, or that's actually worth like money that I can actually sell for decent profit. But like, so like send away like cheap little games. Like, I have a couple pinballs that I could give away. I have some other ones I could probably part with too, but that's something I've been thinking about lately. But if you do want to help me on Patreon, the link's below in the description. It would really help me out, especially now, because we are seriously, my wife and I, wanting to like really look into like moving. Excuse me for a second. But anyway, we're trying to seriously look into like moving next year, because we really want to move, and it's rough for us as a couple, because like you guys know, like I said, I don't have like an outside job outside of this, and this really isn't a job yet per se. But I love to tell people that I see that, yeah, this is a job, but like right now I can't really say that confidently. I just do it for fun basically, and right now, and it kind of makes me money on the side, but I don't count Patreon as being like money for myself. Now, AdSense, yes, that is like technically money I technically earned myself by making content and having it monetized and whatever. But still, that all comes from you guys anyway, so you guys are like helping fund this channel and basically get me paid, kind of, is the way I look at it. Because recently I paid out like an X amount. I'm not going to say on camera what it was. It wasn't a lot, but it was enough to where I could actually do little sports purchases during Black Friday and got a bunch of good Switch games. So I want to thank you guys for all the support, because without you guys doing that, I wouldn't have been able to get as many Switch games as I did. And God bless my wife for going out Thanksgiving night to do that, because like, as you guys know, it's freaking crazy when they do like flash sales, Black Friday sales, and crap like that. People just go freaking nuts, And my friend got a PS4 Pro, so like she went with her and her boyfriend or my friend. He stayed at the house. We just sat and chilled and talked. Or he sat upstairs really and talked to my brother since it's actually he actually was my younger brother's friend, but now since my younger brother moved out, he doesn't really see him as much, and we just kind of hit it off and we talk a lot more than him and my younger brother do. So it's kind of nice to have somebody to like talk to that actually likes the same kind of crap I do. But anyway, so that's what I use the AdSense money on. So it basically goes full circle. Like, you guys help me out in more ways than you think. When you like a video, when you watch a video, that helps with the ad revenue and AdSense. So if you see ads, please try not to skip them. I know they're annoying, but like it really helps. Excuse me. Every little bit helps. Don't drink ginger ale right before you do a video. But anyway, every little bit helps, guys. But I just wanted to make this quick video just to tell you guys like that I really appreciate all the support. And if you do want to support me on Patreon, I really do appreciate it. It would really help me and my wife out if you could support me on Patreon, because no one else sees that money. It directly goes to me. No one else would see it. No one else would have access to it. I would ideally what I would like to do is when I deposit it into my wife's account and then transfer it to PayPal, because the PayPal I use is actually not mine, it's actually my dad's. So like, let's say I would get like a big amount from like a year from now, like if I don't know, a lot of people were supporting me and I had like over $300 or $400 or something. I'm just being hypothetical. My dad would be like freaked out. Why is there that much money in PayPal? So I would ideally like to switch it over to like her bank account at some point. Is what I want to do, just so to make sure that like no one else tries to use it. Like my dad doesn't try to like say, "Oh, why is this in here?" Like, and try to like, I don't know, because he gets like weird sometimes if I sell something that's worth a lot of money. He's like, "Why is so much in here?" I mean, I'm sure he wouldn't touch it, but it's just for me it would make me feel better, because like what if the PayPal would get hacked or something? Because that's actually happened before, so I would probably like to transfer to like her bank account or something that's more stable and that wouldn't really get touched unless she asked me if she could use some of the money, which I will be upfront with you guys about that, and I will try to post more on Patreon as well. I always forget to do that, like post updates on there. I really forget to do that. I need to give like my wife access to my Patreon so she can like post updates and stuff on it, maybe, so we can both kind of like police it or like use it or post updates on it, because like she'll remember stuff I don't remember to do. So that's what I need to do. I need to get better at remembering about you guys, supporters, and because I feel like that's why I don't get that much support on Patreon, is because one, I don't mention it enough. Two, I really don't have any tiers yet, like things that I can offer you guys, other than I do a live stream or something along those lines. I'm not really sure what would you guys want me to do for like tiers for Patreon. Like, what would you like? Would you guys want me to send you like a mug, a T-shirt, or something like that? Let me know, because I can send you stuff if you guys would feel more comfortable supporting me that way. Like if it would make you more comfortable, so you would know you would be getting something rather than just whatever, just doing it to do it. Because that's why I feel bad about having a Patreon. That's the one thing I'm going to close on here, is why at first I created the Patreon. The reason is I heard people talking about it, and I just created one. And then I was like, okay, I'll probably never use it. So I just created it and was like, whatever. This is for future use if I ever get like I don't know, like 20,000 subs or some crazy amount, and start getting like semi recognizable on YouTube to where people want to support the channel and be like, oh, let's support this channel. I like this channel. Well, then, after the GoFundMe stuff happened, is when people started asking me, does this guy have a Patreon? And I was like, oh God, now I gotta tell people I have a Patreon. And I was worried at first. Hold on, I gotta sit up in this chair real quick. This is what sucks about being in a wheelchair, guys. You lose your butt kind of slides a little bit. But anyway, people were asking if I had a Patreon. I was like, oh my God, I gotta tell people I have a Patreon. And I didn't want to because I can't really offer you guys anything like physicality, or I could give you guys. I need to make like an end blurb screen about where I shout out all you guys. I need to stop being lazy about that. I keep talking about doing it, but I honestly don't know the best way to do like an end screen like that, like other channels do. I don't know what the best video editing software is. That's part of the reason why I don't like put a lot of video editing into my videos, because I literally have no clue about how to edit videos. If someone would want to like help me do that, that's local or something, or knows more, and I can send you the videos via like a file sharing site or something, then I'd be up for that. Like, I would literally be up for that, because editing the videos would be having someone do it for me that knows what they're doing would actually be more worth it to me, because I'm not really the type of guy that likes to like spend a bunch of time editing, and I would try to figure out a way to compensate the person to do it. Whether it be like you would get a portion of the Patreon or whatever, I don't know. That's something I've been thinking about, because I really want to make like better edited videos and like scripting videos more than I do. But I don't want to start doing that until like I move, because I feel like if I move, like when I move and like then get like an actual office space or something like that to where I can like do good videos with the good camera, not this stupid cell phone camera in my bathroom. There's my sink. Like, once I get to the point where I want to be professional, I guess, I'll feel more comfortable about like maybe having my friend help me edit videos, or my wife maybe help me edit videos, because for me to do it all myself would take forever, because I don't work that quick, because it takes me a while to do some things. Like, I'm not a very fast typist. That's why I don't script my videos, because I'm really bad at typing. I'm not that good at, I'm not fast. That's why I don't have like captions or subtitles. I wish I did, but I don't have the time to. Because it would take me like probably 3-4 hours to do a 20-minute video. And I'm not even kidding. Like, I did one. I forget what video it was. It took me like 2.5 hours, and it was like a half-hour video. And for like a proficient typist, like my wife or my mom, but I wouldn't have my mom do it. But I'm just saying, like, those are people I know that are good at typing. It would take them like probably an hour to do it, or sooner than that. I don't know. I'm not that good at typing or like writing out good scripts or whatever. I'm not a good writer, really. I mean, I would do it, but I'm not really good at it. I have no writing background. That's why I don't script anything. I need to be more concise in that when I do videos and not just ramble on. Except when it's a video like this, where it's just like a free willy-nilly video where I'm just talking to you guys about stuff. I mean, these kind of videos will always be unscripted. So I'd like to step up the quality next year. I know I said that last year, but I really want to try to get better at it. And I feel like if you guys continue to like back me up, it'll give me that extra oomph I need to, that extra push to want to be better at what I'm doing, like, and be more professional, because I really do want to, like, make this be a job and be proud of, like, saying that, yeah, I do YouTube videos for a living. Because when people ask me, like, what do you do? I'm like, well, I do YouTube videos. It's kind of a hobby, but I kind of get paid for it a little bit. And they're just like, oh, that's kind of cool. They just kind of mumble and like, oh, you should probably have a real job that really pays good. And a lot of people don't get this, but if you know what you're doing on YouTube, you can get paid a lot of money. Like if I got really proficient and good at what I did, and my channel gained traction, I could make a decent living on YouTube. I mean, not like astronomically, like, I'm not saying like I want to make like 200 grand a year or something. I just want to make it like a living wage or something. Something to help my wife out so she doesn't have to work herself to the freaking bone. Because that's one thing that always bothered me. Because the way I grew up, my mom, I never remember my mom working. She did work before I was born, um, and my older brother was born, but she did work. But then after she had kids, she'd stay at home. Now that we're growing up, though, she volunteers, PTA, stuff like that. She doesn't really get paid for it, but still, that's still work in my opinion. If you're doing stuff for the community and stuff like that. But the way I was raised and the way I grew up, I know it's kind of archaic to think this way, but because it pains me to like have my wife have to go to work and I just sit here all day doing nothing, not contributing to our financial like state. I'm not like contributing in a huge way, and I wish I could. And like my dad has a pretty good job, and that's the way it's always been. Like my dad worked, my mom stayed home. I feel like now like I said, I know that's an archaic way to think, but I feel like I'm letting my wife down in a way because I'm just not doing anything, and I feel like I'm not trying to provide for us. I'm just like mooching off my wife. That's what it feels like. Because like people will say it to me and they're joking, of course, but I mean, in all reality, that's the way it feels to me. They don't realize it when they say it that I feel like that. Like, I'm laughing about it, but on the inside, it's like, yeah, I kind of feel bad enough already. Because someone made that comment, like last weekend. They were like, "Oh, you just live at your parents' house just to mooch off them and buy video games." I'm like, and I was like, yeah, that's real funny, but it's not, because that's kind of the way I feel about it. And that's why the guy that said it and my friend that was in there was like, he kind of laughed awkward, like he knew that I was like uncomfortable by the way he said it. Because the guy said it in a joking way, but honestly, the way he said it, it didn't come across that way. He's like, no wonder you don't have money, because you mooch off your parents and buy video games all the time. I'm like, oh, haha, yeah, that's why. And it's like, no, that's not why. It's because my wife doesn't get paid a lot, and I don't have a freaking job. That's why. That's what I wanted to say, but I didn't, because I was like, he's half joking, but I took it the way that I probably shouldn't have taken it, but I did, because it was like, oh, yeah, you're making it feel worse, because I think about it all the time, like, oh, I kind of am mooching off my wife and my parents, if you're looking at it that way. Which I know my parents don't feel that way, and I know my wife doesn't feel that way, but that's the way I feel. And I know my brother doesn't feel that way, my older brother, because he's blind and he has cerebral palsy, he doesn't feel that way. But he's different than I am. I don't feel the same way he does. And he doesn't feel the same way I do. I I literally feel like I'm mooching off my parents and my wife at sometimes. Actually, most of the time. And I'll give you one quick example, then I'll end this video. Today, or I should say yesterday, since this video is pretty long, it's like 12:30. But anyway, because we renewed my PSN, my PlayStation Network account for PS Plus, and I was like, "Hey babe, you got some? Do you have money in your account right now?" And she's like, "Let me check." Why? I'm like, "Because I really want to renew my PlayStation Plus." And it's like, "Yeah, go ahead, and I'll give you my card information," because she had to get a new bank card and stuff. So I updated it, and I was like, anyway, so I updated it, and I was like, "Oh, I hate doing this stuff. I hate asking her if she has money for stuff like this, because it's not something I needed right then, but it's always nice to have PlayStation Plus, especially with some games I play. Like, you want that online functionality, so I asked her, and she was cool about it. But I'm just saying, like, I hate that. It's so annoying to be like, "Hey babe, can we buy this? Hey Steph, can we buy this? Can we afford this? Can we do this?" When I just want to be able to have like my own account that I can go into and be like, "Oh yeah, I can afford this because I have X amount of money in my account. I don't have to ask my wife for money or my parents for money or whoever for money. I don't have to feel bad about it because it'll be my own money. Or, God forbid, if I wanted to merge accounts with my wife, it'd be our money. I'll be like, "Babe, I'm gonna use some of the money for this." I don't even know why you say babe. I'd never call her that. I usually call her Steph or by her middle name or Lauren, whatever. But whatever. But basically I'm saying, like, I wish I had a job so I wouldn't have to rely on my wife and my parents as much. I mean, it sucks, but I mean that's the way it is right now. So yeah. So that's basically it. That's all I wanted to really talk about, guys. And like I said, if you do want to help me out on Patreon, the link being below in the description. It would really help us out, and by us I mean me and my wife, because this channel is not just me; it's also my wife. She's a big component to this channel, so you're going to be helping us out. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you guys understand everything and what I was kind of talking about, and I hope it came across in a good way. I'm not meaning to sound like I'm not like begging for help or nothing, but I just want to let you guys know that for 2019, I want to try to make things better instead of the way they are now. And I know I said that last year about this year, but this year I'm gonna try to do better by you guys and try to create good stuff for you guys. But I'm gonna need your guys' help too for that. By supporting me, by subscribing and liking videos, and Patreon if you can. If you can, $1 a month would help. $2, whatever you can afford. Doesn't matter. If you can't afford to, don't worry about it. Like I said, like I always say in the video, when I do mention it, it doesn't matter. Like, even if you like and subscribe and share the videos I make, it really helps out. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought about my thoughts about like everything I said, and just comment below and give me some love. I guess I don't know, because this is kind of a weird video. So I just wanted to talk to you guys real quick, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. And sorry it was like almost 35 minutes long, but I really had a lot to say. And I wanted to let you guys know like what I've been thinking about, what I've been pondering over. So there you go, guys. So thanks for watching. If I don't make another video, but before between now and Christmas, have a happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. If it's Christmas, whatever you celebrate. Be safe out there. Have a happy New Year if I don't make one before then. Anyway, guys, thank you guys, and be safe out there, and stay tuned for more videos in the future. Don't forget, I have that Arcane 1 review coming, so stay tuned for that, and yeah, that's it, guys. So, like I said, let me know what you guys thought about this video, and links below in the description for Facebook, Twitter, and my Teespring. If you want to go check those out, go ahead. Be sure to subscribe if you're not, and click the notification bell. And thank you guys for watching. Peace out, guys. Love you all.